Okay, so we're at the primary school crossroads in Port St Mary, also known I think as Ballycreggan. And in some ways it's quite an unassuming location. It's certainly not a very big crossroads, but it's a very important crossroads. And the traffic's coming down here from Castletown and Douglas. It's the main approach into Port St Mary, and over in that direction from Port Erin. And in this direction here we're going into the centre of Port St Mary, and up there is the Sound Road which leads to the Sound and the Calf-Man and Cregnish. So it's actually a very well used junction, but it's not very obvious. So this is in fact the main approach to Port St Mary. And how you know you're in Port St Mary is that little sign there on the corner. Welcome to Port St Mary, but it's quite small, quite unassuming, and I think we've identified, and I think it's generally agreed, this is a very prominent location. While it's very important to announce the arrival into Port St Mary, it's actually show people the way because it's not so obvious. So the proposals being developed by Matt and Graham are around this sense of movement and approach, and really a kind of visual directional artwork which really guides you into Port St Mary without necessarily using words. It's about the kind of imagery which relates to the history and the culture of the place. Are we starting? Okay. Alright, we're in Bayview Road in Port St Mary, and if Port Erin is all about the beach, Port St Mary, which is only a mile and a half away I think, is a very different thing. It does have a beach and it's a very beautiful seaside location, but it's more of a working place. It's a big fishing port, important fishing port, and it also has a kind of area of sort of genteel housing and London Promenade and so on. But I think the thing is here, the location is a bit more set. Today it feels a bit more wild and elemental, but also we're in the centre of the village, and it's not a seaside resort. There aren't ice cream shops and things for kids. It's kind of a working place, and with housing and people living here and so on. But this corner of Bayview Road with this sort of promenade walkway really feels a bit like the kind of centre of the village, and it's not especially busy, but it's a very interesting collection of views. And if you look out over here, I think a lot of artists have identified this as a location for possible artworks, and we have got this fantastic combination of views out over the sea and the beach, and the port, and the underway. There are a few technical issues, however, with the patch of pavement along Bayview Road, and also issues with kind of ground slippage and so on. There's actually been a landslip a little bit further along. So there are a number of technical issues to overcome, and we have a kind of general narrowing of the street and the approach into Port St Mary, all of which means it's not an obviously easy location to work with.